Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Will the Collector back here with another video review. But before I continue with that, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce a special guest, my little one, also known as Cupcake Al. Cupcake Al would like to introduce the fidget of the day. What do we got today, Al?
A gamer simple dimple.
This is probably one of my more favored simple dimples. Mainly because it looks like a gamer controller, which I do like in playing a video game, and it has game over right there on the dimples. Simple, easy, in case you need it. What else we got, Al?
My second favorite poppet.
And why is this your second favorite poppet?
Because my crab one's my first favorite.
Which one?
My crab one.
Oh, you have a crab one, that's right. But this looks like, this is a familiar shape. We know this shape. What's this shape of?
Among Us character.
That's right. And which color do you like to be when playing Among Us?
Light pink, but then I like to do purple too.
I like to do purple too. I like blue or red. But we also like to play Among Us with our friends up in New York on Friday nights, which is also the producer of this show. And, you know, the whole family likes to kill us all, which is hilarious. Anyways, and there it is.
Why I show this a poppet is because poppets have become so popular.
That's right. They have become very popular. Thank you, Cupcake Al. All right. And now on with the show. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I've got something special for you. Yesterday I received in the mail the DNA Designs DK-19 and DK-21. I have been collecting up a lot of upgrade kits. So this week I'm going to try and focus on upgrades. Whether it be, a lot of them I do have upgrades that are for Transformers. But I do have some other sets that are upgrades for Marvel Legends and so on and so forth, or whatever you want to use it. You can use them for Transformers or whatever. But I will show that on later this week. But on to the main event. Now, these are the upgrade kits for the Earthrise, War for Cybertron Earthrise Scorponok, which I received, I want to say, sometime before the turn of the year. I want to say around October, November time frame. I received this big Mama Jamma figure, and he is just blowing my mind. But, like anything else, people felt like he was lacking, more specifically that he has 4 sets of guns on his shoulders. He is missing his signature rifle, which is right there on the front of that box. And they kind of felt like his shield was a little bit lacking. Just certain things. I love an upgrade kit. What I love an upgrade kit is, yes, we will get the Hasbro version of a figure. There might even be some third-party ones out there. And that's cool. I like getting, I've been collecting a long time. I like to get stuff cheap. So if I've got to wait around for a Hasbro design and wait for a nice upgrade kit, so be it. But this came out from DNA Designs, and I got mine pre-ordered through Big Bad Toy Store. And they both arrived at the same time, and they were sent out to me. Like I said, I got them yesterday. And we are expecting at least one more upgrade kit for our Scorponok here that will actually make him taller, because he is supposed to be taller than Fort Max, I believe. Now I've got quite a few of these Titans. I've got an Omega Supreme. I've got Trypticon, but I do not have a Metroplex, and I do not have a Fort Max. So that will definitely be something on my collecting horizon. But as we take a look at these real quick, I'm going to just sweep in here. Grab this one and kind of adjust my, come on, stay in the same spot I put you in. There we go. What I like about DNA Design, I'm actually going to move it back a little bit. There we go. What I like about the DNA Design, it's a simple packaging. It's not too fancy, not too crazy, just a nice simple box. Makes me think of Fans Project when they were doing their upgrade kits, their trailer upgrade kits and add-ons. Just very simple, nothing too crazy. You know, you got the DNA Design logo there up at the top, a little, I don't know what this is supposed to be behind there, but then again, you've got Scorponok's gun there. The DK-19 War for Cybertron, age is 16 plus. little thing down there, the same design on the side. And you come around the back and it shows you the contents of what is inside. Plus, there is a bonus, by the way. And then around to the other side, DK-19 and purple bunch of stuff, choking hazard, suitable for persons 16 years older, da 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 da. And on to DK-21, because this is a twofer. You got the shield, and then DK-21, same thing, same top, same side, and again, 2 more cannons, and the scorpion leg add-ons, and so on and so forth. We'll look on the instructions, because yes, I have looked at other videos, but I'm going to look on the instructions and put this on myself. Open up the box. Take this out. It's a nice clear plastic clamshell. Set that off to the side. We get a set of instructions. We get our add-on pieces and the bonus, that clear visor. These were pre-order bonuses. Now they say, you know, you get bonuses and stuff like that when you're ordering these kits, and I just got a Transform Dreamwave. You can see him in the background for my Abominus figure, and I was able to still get the add-on, special add-on of the extra faces and the wingtips. So I'm assuming if you can get them quick, you can still get them. But here we go. There's the upgrade kit. Shows the contents inside, parts that you need to remove. Now, it shows the head is removed, but I think we also have an extra piece that's also located here in set 21, because we'll have to, I believe, take some pieces apart. But it shows on there the stuff you put on in this upgrade kit, and it'll show you different things in Scorpion mode and in base mode, the different additions to this. I don't know if I'm going to go into Scorpion in base mode. I might not. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. It's really not that difficult when they did transform into base modes and stuff. It was pretty simple. Okay. And anyways, so opening up this again, we've got our rifle here, which is pretty cool. Nice bright orange and gray. I had my good friend Joel, who is actually a kit I will be reviewing probably tomorrow, is what he offers. But he 3D printed out the rifle and the holster here, or the side piece. I don't see where this actually... I have to look on him where he might sling it, if he slings it at all. But there's his rifle. It was another... member on Facebook had designed this up and sent out the files, and my buddy Joel printed it out for me, and it looked pretty close to this. I think it might have been a little bit bigger, but I gave them to another friend, and he painted them up, and I don't know what he did with them after that. But when I first got this yesterday, keep in mind, if you do get this, this was stuck in there pretty tight, and you can see like there's some oil and stuff like that. I don't know if they put that on with the screw, but that was in there pretty snug tight. So I had to kind of slowly peel that off, because the last thing I'd want to do is break something as soon as I get it. Now this apparently, I believe, is supposed to fit in Fort Max's hand, but I don't feel where there's a release. Now I know this comes down. Now I loosened up the screws a little bit. Let me see. I do have my trusty little screwdriver set to kind of loosen these up a little bit. Because maybe it's just... Hold on a second. There we go. Wow. It just getting over that little notch right there is a bugger. And I don't want to put too much stress on that popping up into there, but there we go. Whew. Boy, that was stressful. I don't want to do that again. Very nice there, Pumpkin. And she's showing me a nice apple tree. Very, very nice. Alrighty. And we'll go ahead and put that back on. And put that back in the tray. We get not one, but two cannons. As soon as I get them out of here. There's one cannon. And it articulates nice. And these go up on the shoulder. It's like they just peg in. Very nice. We got another cannon. Very nice. Good detail. Yep. And articulate as well. I believe the other cannons in the other set will do the exact same thing. I remember at first I thought these were feet extensions, but they're not feet extensions. They're just going to clamp on the sides right over there, and you can see where they are over there. We get two of those, and here they are. And then I believe these are gap fillers on the inner calf area. Oh my gosh, why can't I get anything out today? That's probably because I want to get stuff out. There we go. Get this piece out. Boom. One done. And as I kind of bring this around a little bit. It's pretty good. You know, and just showing up these little gap fillers for the sides. I believe they're just going to peg in. Looking at the instructions here, so we can bring on Mr. Scorpion here. Back this up a little bit. Start by taking these off. And now you can see, very similar. Barrel's a little bit longer on the DNA kit. These aren't articulated. They're just, you know, one solid piece of plastic. So off in the extra storage bin you go. And these should just peg in there just nicely. Make sure I'm getting the right. There we go. Yep. And then take this one, remove this, same thing. Again, storage bin. I don't ever, you know, knock on wood. And as I do that, my dogs will probably go crazy and start barking, and I'll be on the soundtrack. I don't ever plan on resell, but I keep the parts just in case, you know, whatever happens, change my mind, so on and so forth. And he is just a gorgeous looking figure. I mean, I was very happy with this guy. Now, I was very unfamiliar with the latter seasons of Transformers. I mean, what I could remember. I think I stopped watching at a certain point in time. I think I started watching more Motu. Or just that we didn't. You know, I think I moved out in the country towards those later seasons, and we had satellite. So I didn't get to see as much. I believe these got a peg right here on the side. Yep, as you see, 4 and 4. And there we go. Kind of help fill out that side part there. But they've also got 4 pegs here. Just real quick. No. See, because those other ones, they're gonna be leg extensions that we're gonna have to do. They're actually, I think, replacing these, and I think we got bigger knees. And then as we, whoa, there we go. Boom. So you see you got the peg there. I mean, you could see the paint matches. Dang, they're perfect. I mean, I've got quite a few add-on kits that are painted. And by God, these look great. But that piece fits right in there, and that snugs up into there, and that just kind of fills that gap. And there you go. And then, again, you got some ankle tilt, and those just automatically adjust. And as we come up to here, so try not to get my camera to swivel all that much. Trying to find a happy medium here. Stop turning. And then you've got the peg right here, and it pegs in right here. Now this kind of limits how much you might. Ooh. There we go. There we are. Now he's not going to stray. Now what I did notice is there's no rifling down the barrel, which is kind of a bummer. Not a deal breaker, but I figure with that size, I'm sorry, I'm going to take a drink of coffee. We could have gotten a more of a rifle barrel. I've got a cliff jumper kit that they had a rifled barrel, which was pretty cool. I thought that was very nice. But you know, this is quite a bit of very well detailed molded plastic that does not feel cheap at all. Feels like it was supposed to be here this whole time. They're from the DNA design kits. That just adds, you know, a little bit more to your play palette there. Man, does he look good. I mean, just dang, he looks good. All right. And as I set this down, move him off to the side, I'm going to get out kit number 2, which is the DK-21. And to answer your questions, I just got Predaking this week. I do not have the DNA design kit for Predaking, which I am currently on the hunt for, and hopefully they will re-release with the re-release of this guy. But in this set, again, we get the shield extension, basically. Man, that thing's massive. And this breaks down even further into other pieces. We get the leg extensions, which I believe we're going to have to do some minor surgery on the back of him to get these out. Whoa. Oh, that's, oh, I mean, and it'll, you know, help articulate his legs there on the back. And we get 2 sets of those. And then, again, we get our other sets of cannons, just like the other ones. There they are, articulated. Those can go on his shoulders. So we'll put this away. Keep the instructions out. There we go. All right. And, you know, like I said, you get a set of instructions. Let's see whether or not I could do this with him standing, because you gotta flip him around and then pop this loose, pop that down. And I think we're gonna pull the legs out. Yep, because we've got some screw holes right there. That I'm going to try to do this on without knocking my camera all over the place. And again, that will just... yeah, that's going to line up there. Now this is, yeah, I like how this is breaking up that purple. I wonder if you could swap these out. You have to pop a pin. See, you'd have to pop a pin right there, because I was like, what if you wanted to keep the purple? I don't mind breaking up a little bit of the purple, but then again, I like purple and green. I'm a big Joker guy. So let's see if we can, oh. Uh-oh, that's not a long enough screwdriver at all. But don't worry, boys and girls. This geek does have stuff in the garage. But I'll pause this and I'll be right back. And we're back, folks. I've got another screwdriver here that hopefully will fit. There we go, like butter. Now, there is the worry on whether or not you would have strip screws and so on and so forth, but thankfully they send extra screws. So if the screws work, I'm just going to keep them. Now we're going to have to pop out these wheels. And give that a little tug. I believe this. Whoop, pops out. Okay. So let's not forget this other screw that's in here. Oh, it's in the other one. All right. So that's one off. And actually, I'm going to take them both off. And I'll pop the area past the first bend. I'll pop those off. I'm trying to show you how that's done. I hope everybody's been having a good summer so far. Glad the kids are home, but then again, they've only been home back at school for so long. I hope everybody's remaining healthy. You know, I gotta say, I do not mind an upgrade kit that does a little bit of disassembly. As my midget is doing something in the sink. Yes, that's you. Now, looking at the feet, I'm trying to figure out how to yank this wheel out gently as I can. Oh. There we go. Just took a little bit of prying. Again, to get that wheel out, because that's going to pop into the replacement. Let's see, yeah, that's going to go over here. All right. Let me get everything out, and I'll back him up. Yeah. I believe that came out of there. Yep, I gotta put that back in there. Okay. All right, set that off. Set the short thing off. I got one wheel. I guess I kind of bring this down to see what we're looking at here. Now, and yeah, I still got to pull this wheel out, which got to pry it a little bit to get it past these notches. Put something underneath just to pry the wheel up a little bit and get that out. And because I have to do, ooh, make sure that's going to go back in there. There we go. So it just pops into the new one. Take this one. Ooh. There we go. Just had to get the ring out. It's a little tough getting it in there. And even tough when you're spinning it. Once you get it in there, it should be fine. And then we gotta pop the old legs off, which you just get them past where they've got that notch that's right there. Okay, as you see that notch right there. And then they just come right out. See? Uh-oh. I'm gonna knock over my coffee. That would just be tragic. There we go. And then I'll just take them and put them in one at a time. Of course, I say that. Let me just double check that they're all the same length. So it doesn't matter if you were to be a little off. Just make sure you get them in there. They should go in there nice and snug. See, and then now you've got articulated legs, and this will go in there like this, and now they fan out. To where these just went out. Probably should show that on camera. But, you know, as you can see, these do not spread. They just came out, and they sat there like this. It's Scorponok. You got him. You kind of know how he went. Oh, these. Oh, and these were even. Wow, I didn't realize that these were stuck together at the same, two at a time. So these weren't even singular. Wow, I didn't realize that. Huh. Well, there you go. There we go. 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'd like to take this opportunity now to give a shout out to my buddy Carlos, who hopefully is watching this, because he should be getting the same sets here soon. And there we go. All right, so those are swapped out. Those are good. Those are done. Okay. So as we come back up here, and as my camera wants to move because I don't want it to, and this is Murphy's Law. All right. So I got to remember to put this back up. Because was this? Yeah, because that was like that. And then that was like that. So put that on like that. There we go. Because then that. Oh. Yeah. Oh wait, hold on a second. This one was like that. There we go. Oh, okay. Yeah, because it went like that. All right, come on now. There we go. Let's. Yep, it even shows on the instructions which way that goes back in. For knuckleheads like me. Darn it, come on now. Why did I put that other screw up in here? Yeah, that's getting tighter. That's good. Oh, you piece of plastic. Trying to think which way this came down. Yeah, because it went up like that. Okay. If not, off camera, I'm going to be switching that back because I got a bunch of comments in the thing saying, hey, knucklehead, you were wrong. That's fine. I don't mind being wrong. All right. Starting to get a good amount of tension on that screw. I don't think you want to do too much in case you want to strip these things out, and that's not going to be a good thing. Because he was not cheap, and I don't know if he's back up for pre-order or not. He should be. I'm hoping that we get a re-release of Fort Max and Metroplex sooner or later. Of course, I was hoping the same thing about Unicron too, because I still have my Armada Unicron. Yeah, so. Yeah, so that flips up. And then these will still, should be able to just flip right in there. So, push. Whoa. Popping that chest up a little bit. Go and bring that up. And that should clamp down. Oh, there we go. And they're all in there. You take your other cannons, put them up on the shoulders, like so. So now he's got multiple cannon options. And swing him around to the front. So we can also take his shield off. And, oh, that's right. So, we take his shield off. This was a shield. We take these pieces off. These come apart. And then these will clip on the outside of those leg pieces that we just put on right there. That's what those extra posts were for. Let's see, as it just clips on right there. Oh. There we go. See? Very nice. Kind of bulks out his cast a little bit. As we bring this back up. And I'm going to add his shield. Or, yeah, because we got the two posts. Should go on there like so. And that is a bigger, better shield. And that will simply go back on here. You got multiple post options. Again, for that bigger shield. Ooh. Boy, if he wasn't hefty before, folks, he is hefty now. And I cannot wait for the feet extensions. Or, I'm sorry, leg extensions. Ah, that popped back off again. There we go. And that'll probably pop back off again before the end of the video. Because now, off with his head. And to bring this down here, because we have a new visor add-on piece, which I'll take these off, back. You see we got a small screw right there. We're going to take out, I want to see if I can get a better clearance angle than this. If not, I'm just going to have to wing it. I don't like winging that. Okay, yeah, I took that back. So I took this top piece off. As you can see right there, it also does part of the scorpion face. Went ahead and just pop that off a little bit. Gives you more clearance to remove this screw right there. There we go. So old and new. And then that's just going to go right back on here. So old visor and new visor, so you can better see his eyes. Let's see, maybe I increase my brightness over here to try to. Yeah, as you can see his eyes a lot better now. And I'll go ahead and pop this back on. That back in, and then, like, I'm curious, and I really just need to go back and watch the old cartoon, why he would need this much extra protection for his face, because he even has, I want to say that's upside down. Nope, that was right. That was that way. Okay. Even has another face covering, which is right here. And then you just put his antenna back on. And should have left that up there. And there we go. That again, ladies and gentlemen, is the DNA Design DK-19 and DK-21 upgrade kit for your Earthrise Scorponok. I do apologize that this was a lengthy video and more of me just futzing around with stuff, and then hopefully I'm pretty sure I've reassembled stuff right. But there it is. I'm going to pause this real quick and change some modes real fast and kind of show you, because those legs are definitely worth talking about. But just in robot mode, again, you get more shoulder cannons, you get his signature rifle, you get a bigger shield, you get some gap fillers here on those inner ankle area, calf area, and then you bulk up his calves a little bit more, which, you know, let me see, I'm gonna pop this off real quick. Yeah, there we go. I like how they included that. Of course, I did see one video where the guy kind of had to pry that off a little bit. I gotta worry about that, you know. But I like how they incorporate other pieces into there, which is always a plus, because now I've got to find storage for these pieces. No big deal. I've been collecting for many years. I've got plenty of storage spaces that I just throw stuff into. And again, it's just the price of collecting. But man, I mean, just, wow. Look at the size of that shield now. Humongous. You know, you still retain this. It still looks like it fits, it belongs. You know, the cannons on the shoulders look awesome. That new visor, I did get a clear visor from Non-F a while back. And then my buddy laughed at me because he's like, didn't you order the DNA kit? And I was like, well, yeah. And he's like, well, you don't need it. So I was like, well, darn. Oh, well. They got my money. Deservedly so. I do like some Non-F products. I do have some Non-F upgrade kits to go over. But to not make this any much longer, I am going to pause this, and when I come back, he'll be in some different configurations just to kind of show you the differences for this kit. Be right back with you. And we're back, boys and girls, and I'm not going to lie to you, that took me a second to try to remember how to get him back into his Scorpion form. Or, I mean, I guess you're going to consider this more of a vehicular mode. And it took me a second, and I'm looking at photographs, and I'm like, oh, okay, you know, you get to a certain point where you're just like, oh yeah, this is going to swing around to this is going to swing around to that, and boom, you're good. But what I wanted to do was show how, as soon as I grab the shield here, the shield breaks down and stores. So we're going to take the original shield off of here. As soon as I pop the sucker back out. Alright, and then this breaks down even further. So we got these pieces came off of here, and then this folds in half, and then these pieces fold over on top of each other. Let me see if they're gonna, they should kind of snap into a position, or at least rest into a position. As you can see whether or not that should fit down in there. Let's see if this other side has it a little bit easier. And I don't know per se if it's supposed to, but, and then as it showed on here, these are going to be kind of like add-ons to the arms, kind of bulking them out a little bit. Let's see if that one works better over here. Yep, there we go. So again, this is going to kind of bulking out the arms a little bit. There we go. For the life of me, I forgot where the heck this piece goes. I think it goes in the back. And as we swing around here to the side, I wanted to show how the new feet will now spread out a lot more. If we, and they have different points of swivel and so on. Those like, maybe the arms should go up higher, but that's where they are. And as we swing around to the back, this piece just slides up and stores into here. I'm trying to remember where this piece stored at. Oh. Yep, So, swing around over to here. I'll put the cannons here on the side. Get the legs up. Kind of swiveled. I mean, I wish that one pivoted a little bit better. You know, but it don't. You get the cannons right here. You kind of take them off, and they show them more upward shooting. That's fine. I mean, either way you want to do it. You know, it's a good upgrade kit. I mean, it's just a good upgrade kit. And for, I wouldn't say the pièce de résistance, but maybe the crescendo. You know, it's this little, boy, this is designed back here, this little notch. Well, that is so. That goes in there. And then you've got his gun. Boom. I do apologize for my lack of knowledge for Scorponok. I went to, if you YouTube Scorponok the Basics, what's his name? Love that guy. Watch his channel. I think it's Chris Fenley, I want to say that it is. Just, he goes in and there's Rodimus Primal. I go into his videos. He does retrospectives and stuff like that on older Transformers, and I'm trying to beef up my knowledge. I'm trying to still find an encyclopedia for the Transformers that'll just kind of, you know, give me more of the breakdown of the bio. Who are these guys? Where do they come from? You know, what are they about? I mean, you know, Scorponok was this base, but in the movie he was very much less than. Even I knew that. I was like, man, isn't that guy supposed to be like way bigger than that? You know, not fully understanding. But there we go, boys and girls. Minimal effort to put this upgrade kit together, but I gotta say, I'm very happy with the end results. You know, I mean, just in this mode alone, you get more articulated legs there for the sides. You get to beef them up a little bit on the front with some additions. Again, you get his cannon, which it's a different orange, as you can see, but it's, to me, that's not a deal breaker. Not a deal breaker for my playability. Yours may be different. You may not like that, and that's fine. To each their own. Plenty of pros on this set, except the only con is that, yes, you do have some minor assembly required. I will tell you, be mindful of this peg right here, because when I was pulling it out of right there, it was, you know, definitely do a wiggle to pull out, because this will probably be your first snap. Other than that, everything is great. You know, just really loving this set, as you know, everything's going topsy-turvy on me with my stuff, you know. And again, there is the DNA design. DK-19 and DK-21 sets. Obviously, other people have been doing a lot better videos than this. Hopefully, I'll feel better when I do the Transform Dreamway behind you there. And I got just a little small upgrade kit for my Predacon that I'm going to be putting together. So, anyways, I have been Will the Collector. Thank you again, ladies and gentlemen. Take care of one another, and I'll catch you later. Bye-bye.